Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to Borderlands 3. In the last video, we went after Mouthpiece to farm his legendary weapon. This time, we're gonna go after Gigamind, because of course, he's the next boss in the storyline. Spoilers ahead if you haven't seen him before, but he has a weapon that I actually don't have yet, so this is gonna be pretty insightful for me. In order to get to Gigamind, all you have to do is go to the Promethea planet and then the Meridian Metroplex. I believe he's right over here in this area, but I'm gonna check that before I make that 100% factual statement. Oh yeah, this looks right. Yep, Gigamind just spawns right up ahead. I don't have any electricity weapons equipped to actually get through his shield, but I'm not too worried about that fact. His weak spot, just in case you were curious, is right here on his back. He does have a frontal shield that he'll do to protect himself every now and then. You're looking at it right there. But ideally, we want to hit him in that little back spot as often as we can. The fire damage that you're seeing on him right now is simply coming from our action skill element with the talent build that we currently have on my Siren. So this guy doesn't take that long to kill. I'm not too sure where the respawn is next to him. 2 legendaries today. Are one of these from you? The companion, that's a world drop. And did we get, I can't tell. That's a world drop as well. So he didn't drop his weapon. So I guess we'll figure out where we respawn here. It might be back at the base. I didn't see any vending machines on the way over to him. Yeah, so we respawn back at this shield, but unlike our Mouthpiece farm, there's not a way to easily restock here, other than maybe grabbing some ammo out of these 2 boxes here. So I guess we're gonna kill him again until he drops his legendary and not world drops. Thank you, Gigamind. I equipped a shotgun that I just had sitting around in my bags, thinking that it would do more damage here and make it go a little bit faster, but I really don't notice that much of a difference. Oh, he does a tornado and throws his little support bots at me. That's not very nice. I like the sad face when he dies, though. Looks like attempt number 2. No weapons. All right, we'll try again. Are any of these unique? Nope, doesn't look like it. I'm on like my 7th kill here. I can tell you what I've learned about the fight so far. He has at least 2 phases. He starts out when he has shields. I'm going to call that phase 1. He gets on that hover bike or hoverboard that he's on right now, wherever he went. And then that allows him to be a little bit more mobile. After you get his shields down, this is what I've been calling phase 2, where he starts to use his robots a little bit more. If you shoot into that shield, it can reflect damage back on you. It also looks like he could just fire that on you all the time, so being in melee range is going to be the easiest thing to do. And hopefully I kill him soon. Sorry this gun's so loud, I actually hate it. It's because of our lifesteal mod. Ugh. We got a legendary. The map tells me so. The cash-infused Brainstormer. Let's put our heads together. That's not his gun, right? That's a cool reload animation. I think that's just another world drop. Yep. So I thought I would show you how my strategy has been refined. I'm on 37 minutes of farming so far. I don't even wait for the boss to spawn. I just start throwing grenades up the stairs. The reason for that is I do more melee damage if I don't have shields. Jump in on him and just start swinging, dude. It's a pretty hard strategy, you know? You have to have a lot of skill to be able to pull it off. But somehow, miraculously, I can. After he dies, I run to this side just to check this red chest. There's usually nothing in the red chest. But hey, I'm opening red chest. There's a little challenge for that. He did drop a legendary this time, and it is the Rad Polybius. That's not as good. Well, back to farming. fucking final. Oh, my inventory's full. All right, so after about an hour of farming, we finally got it. The Smart-Gun XXL. This is a corrosive SMG made by Tediore, and it actually has some pretty decent damage and status chance on it as well, which is pretty nice to see. It does 445 damage, accuracy of 57, handling of 58. Those are both not the best. Reload time of 1.6 per second, or 1.6 seconds. Fire rate 4.04, very slow fire rate. Magazine size of 33. The unique text says, busy getting brain like Crane. It has a plus 80% weapon damage, consumes 2 ammo per shot, so cut our magazine size in half. 1.5 weapon zoom, and of course the corrosion. The Tediore effect for this particular gun, as you guys probably know, when you fire a Tediore and you're done firing it, you usually throw it onto the ground. Usually it's just an explosion. This one is going to turn into a turret. There's also a pretty interesting effect happening here on the front of the gun. It has an eyeball that's bleeding and tentacles that keep changing color. Weird, dude. Pretty weird. All right, let's check out this fire rate. Not as bad as I initially thought it was gonna be. That accuracy is, whoa. Hey there, little buddy. Are you our turret? Wait, are you a gun or do you crawl on things? Okay, so the fire rate, not as bad as I initially thought. Of course, I'm just basing this all on Siren because this is what I know. You could pick up, excuse me, not indiscriminate. You could pick up the From Rest in the Mystical Assault Tree if you wanted to get a little bit more fire rate. We could also increase our corrosion damage here and maybe some ricochet so it could be poised to get enemies all over the place. Let's see what this turret actually does. I need some enemies to fight. Wait, he's on the case, he's moving, he's crab walking, he shoots corrosion too. Oh, and he could just run into things and explode. Neat. Projectile speed on this is really, really low. You could also improve the handling and accuracy quite a bit here with steady hands. That might make the gun a little bit more accurate at long ranges. As of right now, it seems definitely like a medium-ranged gun. I figured we could just come back to the Holy Broadcast Center and test out our gun a little bit. Now, these guys don't have a ton of armor by any means, so the corrosion won't be as effective as it could be. What I actually want to know, maybe I should go respec for this. I want to see if the ricochet effect could be useful. Sometimes these slower projectiles can't be ricocheted, but I'm wondering if since the turret attacks, maybe that turret could ricochet shots too. I actually don't know how that works. So as you can see, the gun damage, not bad at all versus these lower level enemies. If we throw our dude, so he did 1,600 damage there. That did 0, hello? I want to see if the damage that the little brain deals is based on the amount of ammo. Oh, yeah, okay. Did that first guy just run out of health? Okay, I want to see if the amount of explosion damage that this deals is based on how much ammunition is left in the gun when you throw it. So that's no ammo left at all. Running in. Once again, no damage whatsoever. What's this guy doing? Why is he getting Dark Souls immunity frames? No ammo. Okay, I gotta heal. All right, so what I can tell that's happening so far is, by the way, you can have multiples of these down on the ground if you wanted to. What I can tell so far is that you're really not getting enough out of this if you throw the weapon at an enemy. The explosion seems not that great compared to the damage output that these guys can actually dish out over time. Now, as you saw, that explosion did about 4,000 damage there, which isn't anything crazy, but this character is also not spec'd for any kind of elemental damage whatsoever right now. So what I'm gonna do is try to respec and then see how that scales up. But what I've seen so far is that if you drop this guy with no ammo, right, we'll just throw him back there. They don't have any ammo to shoot. Maybe he had one shot. It just doesn't seem like they actually shoot very much. So you're gonna need to drop these with a pretty full magazine if you want the robot to kind of take over. That was one shot left. He fired 2 shots and then exploded. Whereas if I actually just shoot 1 bullet and reload these guys, they typically... Jeez, what are these aggro tinks, dude? I'm trying to record a video here. Get out of here. Back to what I was saying. It seems like the ammo in their magazine when they're thrown also dictates how long they'll hang out and shoot. But it doesn't seem super consistent. Sometimes they just kind of walk in and die. You can see that one is actually shooting quite a bit. So we're getting a lot of value out of having him on the map. Once they run out of ammo, it kind of seems like they just run in and explode, though. I don't know how long they last if you don't send them in to die. Also, how many can we have? Are these just chilling out? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... seven of these guys out, so presumably the limit on this is fairly high. Now the main limiting factor here is ammunition, because of course I'm throwing away 33 shots every time I spawn one of these little turrets. But the damage that they do really is not that bad at all.
I could do that all over again.
And you could think of them as a grenade, right? So let's just say I use up all of my shots. I don't want to spawn the turret. I could just use that as a free grenade right there. Unfortunately, he resisted for some reason. So I don't hate it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So far, I don't hate it. It's kind of weird. There's some nuance to it. Let's see if we can make it even better with a different Siren build. Okay, we're back and we're respecking. Some things I want to learn about this gun. Can it proc fire damage from my build? And can these bullets ricochet? So I'm not going to get the spread or the AoE on this. I just want to see if the little robots can ricochet themselves. We can also increase our handling and accuracy. That'll actually be really beneficial for the gun. We could get this so we can melt things a little bit faster. We could also test whether or not the turrets can life leech for us with an elemental gun. And we can just increase our elemental damage there at the end as well. We would want to grab Rush for the effect chance because it's shooting that corrosive shit all the time. Also, Transcend to increase our accuracy even more with the gun because it had all that sway. That we want to take out. Another thing we could try is to see if personal space increases their damage because they have to get closer to a target, you know what I mean? So if we could increase their damage, that might be funny. Is there anything else that these guys might scale with? I mean, reload speed probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, we could also get increased magazine size here. That'll make it so they have more shots because we'll have a bigger magazine before we throw the gun. We can also... No, I mean, I think that's it. I think that's good. So I forgot to grab more ammo, so this might be a relatively limited test. We have 39 shots in our magazine now, which means that our little turrets are going to have more shots that they could fire out. What we're really testing is can they ricochet, because if they can ricochet, this could actually be a meaningful way of dealing AoE damage. So, one shot. See how he does. So he just blew up right away. And blew up right away. That time dealing no damage. And then I threw it on the body and it did no damage. Please shoot your fucking gun. Okay, I'm not seeing any fire damage proc off of this. So the ricochet is happening. The ricochet is happening. So if we spawn multiples of these guys, you'll be able to see that ricochet firing off in every direction, hopefully. Which is not that bad. I don't hate that at all. What I'm not seeing, however, is any fire damage proccing, which means a convert a portion of the damage dealt by Amara's weapon into her action skill element is not proccing from these guys, which means we can't get double statuses. Well, we got some from the explosion there. Hold on. I shot that guy. That didn't count. So maybe the explosion can apply it, but not the actual projectile. Maybe he got... Maybe there was a barrel that blew up next to him. So as far as them restoring my health when they shoot, as you can see, I'm very low right now. My health regen isn't that great, but we do have some. Oh yeah, when they blow up, that was a sizable chunk of my HP being returned. What is electrifying these guys, I wonder? Like, this guy was completely immune to that damage there. Sometimes this thing just doesn't do damage. So it's not converting any of the damage to fire
for the twin gods
from the actual turret that we spawn, only from my projectiles. The life leech that it gives from our sustainment talent is working. So I bet we could increase the damage of the little turret, its explosion, by upping our splash damage. I bet that's a thing we could do. But at this point, because it doesn't interact with this skill at all, I think that I think I'm good. I think I've seen all I need to see. Thank you guys for watching. If you are using the Smart-Gun XXL and you feel like I missed something, then please, by all means, let me know down in the comments. If you have any tips or tricks for the weapon that you would like to share as well, we would love to hear it. Also, just share your fucking opinion. Or tell me about the lunch that you had today. I don't really care. I'll read the comments. I'll do it. I'll do it for you. That's it. Take care, guys. We'll go to the next boss in the next one and see what he drops. Okay, bye!